Guys.
We're here for Alduin's wall, right, Esbern?
Yes, of course. We'll have more time to look around later, I suppose. Let's see what's up ahead.
Come on. I triggered your dialogue. Now keep walking.
My father wanted me to follow in his footsteps as a hunter, but I set my aspirations a bit higher. He never complained.
Oh my god, Mule. Please tell me more. Could you walk any slower, you bag of bones?
Here it is. Alduin's wall, so well preserved. Huh? I've never seen a finer example of early Second Era Kaviri sculptural relief.
Esbern, we need information, not a lecture on art history.
Yes, yes. Let's see what we have. Look, here is Alduin. This panel goes back to the beginning of time, when Alduin and the dragon cult ruled over Skyrim. Here, the humans rebelled against their dragon overlords, the legendary Dragon War. Alduin's defeat is the centerpiece of the war. You see, here is fallen from the sky. The Nord tongues, masters of the voice, are arrayed against him.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Ah, patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory and mythic symbolism. Yes, yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Hmm? Oh, yes. Presumably something rather specific to dragons. Or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all they knew of Alduin and his turn.
So we're looking for a shout then. Damn it. Have you ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky?
No. It'd be really useful, though.
I was afraid you were going to say that. I guess there's nothing for it. We'll have to ask the Greybeards for help. I hope to avoid involving them in this, but we have no other choice.
What do you have against the Greybeards?
If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky or whatever it is they do. The Greybeards are so afraid of power that they won't use it. Think about it. Have they tried to stop the Civil War or done anything about Alduin? No. And they're afraid of
People
you,
say Skyrim
of
is
your
one of the
power.
most dangerous places
Trust
in
me,
Tamriel.
there is no
I
need to be
think they're
afraid.
wrong.
Think of
It's
Tiber Septim.
magnificent, and
Do
I'm
you
proud
think
to
he'd
call
have
it
founded
home.
the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards?
Greybeards may have a point. Power is dangerous.
Only if you don't know how to use it. All the great heroes have had to learn to use their power. Those that shrank from their destiny. Well, you've never heard of them, have you? And there are the villains, those that misused their power. There's always a choice, and there's always a risk. But if you live in fear of what might go wrong, you'll end up doing nothing. Like the Greybeards up on their mountain.
I'd better go see what Arngeir knows about this shout.
Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped for. Talos guard you.
It's
Look
not
here,
really...
in the third panel. The prophecy which brought the Akaviri to Tamriel in the first place, in search of the Dragonborn. Here are the Akaviri, the blades. You see their distinctive long swords. Now they kneel, their ancient mission fulfilled, as the last Dragonborn contends with Alduin at the end of time. Are you paying attention, Delphine? You might learn something of our own history.
Awesome. I remember when the Elder Scrolls V was announced, you saw a lot of this wall. For sure. It's pretty sweet. Those are some sick chairs. I want one. Could totally use a chair like that. Is there any treasure in here, man? Whoa. Nice. Of course, I mean, they wouldn't leave any cool loot. What would the point of that be? Man, this is a jip. Some blades. Hiding like 10 pieces of gold in their chest with freaking animal parts. I'm real impressed, guys. Okay, so that goes to Skyrim. Let's just go back the way we came. I don't know. I'll probably regret not going this way later on. I'll be like, there's a freaking word wall past those doors, you stupid noob. You stupid noob. You should have went through that door. Blur, 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 blur. I know everything because I played this game 8 times. God. It's my first time through, people. I don't know what I'm doing. See, there's a word wall. You guys are crazy. You crazy guys. These mountains do look awesome with all that smoke on them, though. Looks really good.
I've seen enough death to last 3 lifetimes. Yet
Mule, not now. Where are we going? Over here. Let me guess, I haven't found it. Oh, frick, it's High Hrothgar. Of course I found it. Totally forgot I was going there. I get wrapped up in the scenery and I just forget what I'm doing. I don't know where my horse is. It's probably stupid to buy it. Wasted 1,000 gold. Stupid horse. Yo.
Your training proceeds well, Dragonborn.
I need to learn the shout used to defeat Alduin.
Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to?
Does it matter?
Yes. For matters of such gravity, we need to know where you stand. Or who you stand with.
Who I stand with is my business, old man.
If you wish to stand alone, so be it. If you wish for our help, you will answer my question.
Fine.
Where did you learn of a shout used to defeat Alduin?
It was recorded on Alduin's wall.
The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes?
At least the Blades aren't keeping secrets from me.
Do not be so sure about that. Beware. The Blades may claim to serve the Dragonborn, but they do not. They never have. As for me, I kept from you only what you were not yet ready to know. Are still not ready to know, as your question reveals.
So you won't help me?
No, not now. Not until you return to the path of wisdom.
Andir, rock lostovakin, strundur, rock ventin vak, bardonax.
Okay.
Dragonborn, wait. Forgive me, I was intemperate. I allowed my emotions to cloud my judgment. Master Einarth reminded me of my duty. The decision whether or not to help you is not mine to make.
So, can you teach me this shout?
No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragon Rend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragon Rend holds no place within the way of the voice.
I thought you knew all the words of power.
But not Dragon Rend. The knowledge of that shout was lost in the time before history began. Perhaps only its creators ever knew it, but I am not the one to speak of it to you.
What's so bad about Dragonrend?
It was created by those who had lived under the unimaginable cruelty of Alduin's dragon cult. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil into yourself.
If the shout is lost, how can I defeat Alduin?
Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses.
Who is Paarthurnax?
He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice.
Why haven't I met him yet?
He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege.
How do I get to the top of the mountain to see him?
Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax.
Good to hear.
Follow me. I will show you how to open the path to Paarthurnax. Sky
Get to
above,
stepping, old man.
voice within.
Oh my gosh, guys. Come on. Come on. Come on. Jeez. Good lord. They're slow, aren't they?